Chicago's Pilsen neighborhood has been an immigrant community since the 1800s. Today, it is a hub of Mexican-American community. But the neighborhood is changing once again as students and young professionals move in and new condominiums and businesses arrive. I spoke with workers from several local businesses to see how these shifts affect their work and their lives.
Well, I was born and raised here.
Okay.
My grandfather came to Chicago in the 20s from Mexico.
Okay.
My father was born here, and I was born here also in this neighborhood. And a lot of it has to do with, you know, the changing demographics. A lot of students have come in, and followed by people who speculate on real estate and things like that. And they buy up properties cheap, develop them. And you can see it's a pattern that's been repeated in various neighborhoods. We're not the first one where that has happened.
Bueno, yo aquí tengo lo de 6 meses trabajando.
Okay.
Pero creo la discoteca tiene como 10 años ya.
Ah, okay.
Que tiene mucho tiempo. El vecindario ha cambiado mucho.
Sí.
Es más seguro, hay más policías, la gente camina más tranquila por las calles.
Sí.
Como ya se llegó el verano, ya hay más ventas del negocio. Pues hay muchas cosas buenas.
Barrio.
Pues sí ha cambiado, pero yo no diría que para bien.
No.
Bueno, algo sí ha mejorado. A ver, violencia y como menos, yo digo. Antes era peor. Como que eso se ha acabado un poco aquí en el barrio.
Sí.
Un poco. Más limpieza, más negocios.
Sí.
Antes había pocos negocios. Pocos negocios. Pero hay menos gente mexicana,
Sí.
aquí en el barrio. Se ha ido la gente porque no pueden pagar las rentas. Eso ha subido mucho aquí, los impuestos. Y por lo mismo la gente que no puede pagar se va de aquí. Compran casa afuera.
I certainly would pay more rent for this place than I would have maybe 15, 20 years ago. It costs more. That's overall. And but that's just a symptom of you know, the larger trends that are happening.
When it's happening.
Well, it's a mixed bag. I mean, there used to be pretty bad gang problems here. There still are some of that. Then again, it's a working class neighborhood where people can afford to buy to rent or buy a house, and that's not so good.
Yeah.
You know, so there's good and bad aspects to it. And also the nature of this neighborhood. When this neighborhood was built in the late 1800s, it was built by immigrants, Czech immigrants.
Yeah.
Working class people. And after World War II, it turned predominantly Mexican, but it was the same thing. Immigrants, working class people.
Right.
So this is something that this neighborhood has never encountered. This is the first time. Since the beginning of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's always been a working class port of entry.
Yeah.
And for the first time, this is happening.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and people don't tend not to see that. You know, because race is a factor.
Yeah.
We're people of color, we're Mexicans. But there's a larger socio-economic thing going on as well. Yeah, so at any rate, what I'd like to see is young professional Mexicanos and Chicanos invest in the neighborhood and to come in. And I see a lot of that happening. So, that's the key, I think, is economic development and actually having Latino people come in and invest, and help preserve the character of the neighborhood. I'd like to see that.
Hay están haciendo muchas remodelaciones también. Y pues está viendo mejor el vecindario.
Okay.
No afecta, al contrario ayuda porque vienen más personas de suburbios. Les gusta venir a conocer. Creo que no estoy segura, los clientes me dicen que han subido las rentas, pero aquí la renta de local no.
No sé por qué los querrán sacar de aquí. Como presionándolo. Y la gente hispana no tiene para pagar eso. Más bien es como para otra clase de gente, estudiantes o gente con más dinero.
Sí.
Y no le cuento más años. Mi esposo ya tiene aquí más de 40 años. Y él siempre trabaja un doble y trabajando para tener una casa. 2 trabajos. Y se han ido la mayoría de aquí.
Sí.
Con todos sus hijos a otros barrios.
Sí. All neighborhoods shift and grow, but as Pilsen changes, will it remain affordable to the people who give it its unique character? Only time will tell.